South Africa. Arise, oh Africa, women of South Africa, for the Lord has called you from the darkest place. Arise, oh Africa, women of South Africa, for the time has come for you to run this race. With the writing on the wall, with the writing on the wall, freedom. With the writing on the wall, with the writing on the wall, freedom.
Kathryn, what was your motivation or inspiration behind writing the song?
I wanted to write a song that was really going to inspire my fellow women, just really to uplift them and to let them know that they really do have a voice. I mean, that's the whole thing behind the women's anthem, is that it's really to empower the women of South Africa.
If we look at society, cultural traditions, businesses today, a lot of women are still fighting, that battle for equality. So in terms of South Africa, how far and how well do you think we're progressing in uplifting women to that position of equality?
I think one of the challenges that women face the most in today's society in South Africa is a lack of self-worth. But I think that's not just an internal issue. I think that this issue is perpetuated externally in the socio-political climate. And I think that this causes a lot of abuse and oppression for the women and the children. So I'm really hoping that my song, this women's anthem, is going to really uplift women and really just give them a chance to know that they can speak out, they do have a place, they are respected,
How do you feel about having a legend like Mandisa Dlanga performing your song?
Wow, that's amazing. I met Mandisa this morning, and she said she was impressed. I'm blown away by this woman. She's amazing. She's really humble, and I think also just meeting her in person. I've watched her on YouTube videos and that sort of thing, singing with Johnny Clegg and that. But to meet her in person and to hear her voice, she's really amazing, and it's such an honor to have you working with me on this Women's Anthem project. I'm really honored, so thank you.
Actually, it's Johnny Clegg's drummer. He called me up and said, "Hey, Mandy, it's a nice little white girl here in Cape Town who's doing a recording, and she's about 19." And I was like, 19? So what's this about? It's a women's anthem, and so do you want to do this? And I'm like, yes, I want to do it, but man, Cape Town, really. And he was like, no, don't worry about that. Duncan is going to call you and make arrangements. Duncan is the producer and the sound engineer and whatever. And then 5 minutes later, Duncan is calling me, "Hey, Mandisa, I'm Duncan. I know you from..." And it's a long story cut short. Now the father calls me too. "I'm Michael. I'm the one who's going to do the tickets." And I'm like, what is this about? So it's a women's anthem. And I'm like, oh, young girl of 19 doing a job that we were supposed to do generations ago, and I was really impressed, and I thought I had to see this. That's why I'm here, and I really hope this takes off for Kathryn more than anything. She has worked wonders on the song, and I think we greatly need it as women of this country to have kids like her who know exactly what justice and whatever is all about. Because clearly at some point we were kind of lost and not really knowing what was the good thing or the right thing to do. So if they encourage us as youngsters, I'm sure we're getting somewhere.
Great answer.
Thank you. That's so cute.
And are there any other women in South Africa that inspire you? South African women?
I think out of all the women in South Africa, the woman that inspires me the most is my mother. really, but she really does. My mom's a really amazing woman. She's taught me, instilled in me such a sense of justice, you know, and she's taught me to believe in myself and that, you know, I as a woman, like, I need to stand for things. And she was actually the one who inspired me to write this women's anthem. So, yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things these days that society lacks is strong family values. And when you have role models for parents that you can look up to, then it does set a firm foundation for you in life. And it encourages you and inspires you to keep fighting for the things that you dream of doing. So that was a beautiful answer. All right, some of your artists that inspire you.
Currently locally, definitely Matthew Mole. I think probably because I actually know him personally, and just watching him going from kind of nowhere to where he is today, it's just remarkable, really, and it gives me hope that I, as a young South African artist, can succeed. And on an international level, I love Rihanna in terms of her rhythms. Taylor Swift, because she really carries herself well in public. I love the Beatles. They really, I think, have subconsciously influenced me because we used to listen to them on road trips all the time when I was a child. And then I also love Mozart. He's amazing in terms of structure and harmony. And then, of course, Celine Dion. So,
ladies, I want to say thank you so much for joining us on the show, Watchmen on the Wall. It's been a pleasure sitting and chatting to you. And I do hope and pray that the song takes off and really does influence and impact people's lives women's lives as they listen to this track.